Recording. Make your clap. Here we go. Podcast number 2.
Okay, so podcast number 1, it worked.
No.
Kind of. Only one microphone worked. So here we go with episode 2, but it's going to be better than episode 1.
It's technically going to be the first one uploaded for sure.
Yeah, so I was listening to podcasts this morning, and we need an introduction.
We need to worry about that in the future.
Welcome
Welcome to the podcast that does not have a name yet.
We can't say, okay.
We've had lots of really good names.
Yeah. Should we read them off? Because I have a few favorites.
Okay.
But I kind of want to combine a couple of ideas that we got.
Great.
Okay, so we recorded our first podcast last night and then posted a picture of us on Facebook to ask some recommendations for a name.
Mm-hmm.
Because on the on the post, if you guys are watching,
Take the microphone out, turn it 180. Turn the whole thing 180. No, not the microphone, the stand. No. Yeah.
It's okay.
No. All right.
It's okay. Even though I kind of liked it, the stand. Okay. So.
Yes.
Prevail. What topics that we will be talking about on the podcast? Prevail. So we have a shrink studio in Edmond, Oklahoma.
About the gym. Okay, about the people in the gym, structures in the gym, things going on.
Yeah, interview people in Prevail.
Yep, students and instructors.
Yes.
We'll probably talk about things that spin off of that. So, things that we do, strength and mobility and muscle building and weight loss and fat loss and all the things that come with being in the gym.
And maybe somebody was like, I think you should do a bunch of fitness myth bust. And I was like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So some of that.
Fitnessy things for
sure. Maybe little businessy things.
Businessy things can happen.
Adventure-y things, because we love to adventure.
So either our past adventures, adventures coming up, or things we do with PAC. Okay.
You said Jeep things.
I was just talking shit. No one's gonna care.
They might.
No one's gonna care.
There was a couple comments about the Jeeps.
No one's gonna care about which stage I'm in building the Jeep right now.
That sounds
no one's gonna care how much time it took me to move the roll cage out of the way to get the fuel tank in. That took me half an hour by myself with the cherry picker to see if the engine transmission cover mount that I built would fit, and it didn't fit. So I have to redo it again.
Oh, he was sad about that. I can
Anyways.
see it in his eyes, he's sad about that. Okay, so possible Jeep things, adventure things, random shenanigan things. We kind of like a variety of things.
Yep.
So it's going to be pretty random.
Yep.
But a lot of Prevail stuff, because Prevail is kind of our life.
Yep.
Okay, so the podcast names. Top contenders, I think.
And they're going to find about this in the future once we pick one. Just say it. Go.
I can't find it.
So.
Okay.
The lulls. Yeah, here we go.
Do podcasts not have lulls at all?
Well, when people are listening.
Run your face when I'm not talking.
When they're driving, when you're listening, do you want downtime?
True. Okay. Top ones. Tori said Adventure Spice and her co-host. Really liked that one.
Okay.
Prevailations?
It's like Revelations.
This is the part I really like. All things pumps.
Pumps, muscle pumps.
Peaks,
mountains.
Peeps,
people.
And Jeeps.
Which
could go with trails and adventure and travel in general.
And Jeeping stuff is outsidey stuff.
So a bunch of people voted on that one.
Okay.
I also really liked Sharonigans?
Yeah.
How would you pronounce that?
I don't think there's a wrong way.
Okay. I thought that was fun. Sharon Adventures. We've used that for an Instagram handle, so I like that. It's a Rocky Road.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a good one. I thought trail mix was cute.
Yeah, but we're not going to be like, that's not the trail stuff isn't like the main priority of us chit-chatting.
I think those were my top favorites for sure. Yeah. That's it. So
have you picked one?
No, I haven't.
Great.
So the rocky. Okay.
It's a rocky road.
It's a rocky road. Shenanigans? Yes.
Shenanigans.
Or Prevailations.
Prevailations.
I kind of like that one.
Great, let's do it.
But I think if we did the It's a Rocky Road, we could use It's a Rocky Road, all things pumps, peeps and jeeps. Like, we could still use that as a tagline.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you see this, one of these things will be picked out, because it'll have to be.
It'll have to be.
Because we have to, like, make an Apple thing.
Yeah.
To load it to the podcast land.
Which is very exciting.
Okay. How often are you going to do these?
I would like to do 2 podcasts a week.
Okay.
One with a more specific topic, and then another like Q&A. So maybe when we get a little bit of momentum going and people have questions that they would like us to answer on the podcast, then we could do that one time a week.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah. As you're rocking that chair, you're getting closer and farther away from that mic every time.
Shit. Getting used to it. It's my first time with a microphone.
Yeah.
I need the stand.
Yeah, stands will be nice.
Okay, I need the stand.
So a couple a week. Sometimes they're going to be like super focused on one topic.
Yes, and those will probably be shorter.
Deep dives.
15, 20 minutes. I love short podcasts.
I was thinking like 7 minutes.
7 minutes would be great too.
Okay, and then other ones might just be ramblings.
Yes. Because
and maybe there will be interviews that could be however long those interviews are.
Yes, or maybe topics of things that just like took a long time.
Took a long time to talk about?
It took a long time to do, so there's a lot to talk about. Like TMB.
Oh, right. That would be like multiple.
Yeah, we could do like part 1, part 2.
Series.
Type thing.
Okay, so long series as well.
Yep.
So no clear pattern, no clear time, no clear goal, no clear product.
It's very on brand.
Very on brand.
Because we are. That is who we be.
Yeah, that's definitely who we are. Cool. So the podcast will be lots of things, sometimes short, sometimes long.
Yes.
Sometimes it'll be serious, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll be storytelling. Sometimes it'll be specifics.
Yes.
And then we'll kind of go over, when we get into like titles, that's when we'll be able to say Prevailations, episode 2, deep dive into blank and blank.
I love it. I'm so excited. Episode 2, and then if we're doing series, it can be like series 2.
Series 1, 2, 3.
Adventure series, episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh, would you restart episodes? Would you start the episode and then reset it? Okay.
No, you did say like, this is episode 41, and today we're going to talk about adventures. This adventure series is going to be TMB. This is part 1 of our TMB adventure series.
Yes.
And that'd be episode 41 through 45.
Yes.
Or it wouldn't have to stay track like that. You'd be 41, and then 42 could be some random thing that pops up, and then we talk about something completely different. But then you're like, 43, back to episode adventures. We're going to go part 2 of TMB.
Yeah.
So it just skips around.
If we traveled to Norway, we would have so many things to talk about.
Okay.
Because I keep looking at Norway stuff, and the sun, I don't know if you guys have ever researched Norway, but the sun never sets. So you can literally say...
But then there'd never be any sunsets.
No, that's the beautiful part of it, is it is sunset lighting, the most beautiful time
You've
of
never
the
been.
evening. I've seen photos and videos from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. golden hour light.
So you wouldn't sleep.
No.
Which means that I would have to figure out a way to get back to Marine Corps napping.
Yes, because absolutely beautiful. And I've already looked up, I don't know how long the flight is, which could throw a little hiccup in the plans because...
It's going to be like 17 hours.
Sitting on the flight would not be fun. But I think it would be really beautiful. I think it's up there by like New Zealand.
Nope.
No. I meant like top of like a bucket list place. I think it has same vibes as New Zealand, maybe. I've never been. So really don't know.
New Zealand is like Jurassic Park.
Okay, but have you seen pictures of Norway?
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, I wish we had a Jamie. Jamie, pull up pictures of Norway. Sorry. We listened
That's
to...
all done in post.
No, he's doing it right there live
I know,
time.
but you can do it in post.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, here's where I'm going to insert pictures of Norway because it's beautiful. We listen to Joe Rogan a lot, and he has... Isn't his name Jamie?
Young Jamie.
Young Jamie. And he pulls things up on the computer really big, so that can be aspirational.
We need a monitor.
To get there.
Because he'd have to pull feed from that monitor. That's how they get onto the video.
We need a lot of things.
No, we just need to do this.
And a couch. I don't really want a couch. I want a standing desk.
Which means I'll be building a desk.
Yeah. So I think standing would be better for conversation than sitting. But really, what would elevate this podcast is if we went to Norway.
I mean, technically, all you need is power, and you could just do this anywhere.
I know.
Which I think there's a way to do this in the truck.
So many things to talk about.
I think all this stuff can be battery. I think we could record while driving.
Let's do it.
I think there's a way to do it. We need a different microphone setup. Cool. So the podcast is going to be about a bunch of stuff. It's going to be infrequently uploaded, and the uploads will never be quite the same.
Hopefully 2 times a week.
Okay. Cool. Is there any topics? There's basically nothing. There's no topic that we won't talk about.
No.
Basically. Probably won't ever get into, like, adult things like politics and religion.
No.
Boring.
No, we won't get into that. But,
cool.
Yeah, so far people are like, bust some myths. Bust some fitness myths. Somebody else talked about, like, how much your mental health is impacted by workouts and how we should dive into that subject.
Okay.
You know, I love to talk about feelings.
It's not, she doesn't, guys.
Okay, but yeah, I think it's going to be kind of random.
Perfect.
Maybe about grocery shopping sometimes.
Okay.
Shoes.
Nope. Shoes?
Dinosaurs.
What do you know about dinosaurs?
I know that they're big. Some of them.
Do you have a favorite dinosaur?
Okay, this is random, but...
It's a Littlefoot from Land Before Time.
Yes.
Duh.
Oh, I went to Marshall's earlier. The girls know.
They dinosaurs?
No, about Marshall's.
There was dinosaurs at Marshall's?
There wasn't, but there were ghosts. But they're cute ghosts. So there's a
dinosaur ghosts?
No, there's a thing happening right now with Halloween decorations, and the ghosts are cute.
Are they dinosaur ghosts?
No,
Ghost dinosaurs?
No, they're just
How do we
ghosts.
connect in the dots?
I don't know. I just thought I started thinking about the ghosts.
Okay.
But they look happy. They're happy ghosts. But there was a sequin ghost pillow. And I was like, how much do you think I could spend on a sequin ghost pillow? And you would be like, yeah, that's not a big deal to spend that on a ghost sequin pillow that can only be on the couch from October 1 to October 31st. You see what I'm saying? What's the high end?
High end?
Yeah.
Of a pillow?
Yeah.
Seasonal pillow.
Yeah. Sequins.
Sequins seasonal
it's a
pillow.
Ghost.
That we'd store.
Kind of moody. Yeah. Yeah,
and
you'd have to store it. How much is too much?
For a seasonal pillow. $7.
$7? What about ghost porch mat?
$7.
To wipe your feet. All right, fine. Do you have anything fitnessy you want to talk about today?
No, I don't want to talk about any individual subject. I just want to talk about what the podcast is, who should listen to it, the what, when, how, why of the podcast. Like, this is podcast 1, introductory podcast.
Do you want to talk about a little bit of intro of you?
Of me?
Yeah. If it's an intro podcast?
All right. Like from...
It's like,
where
do I start?
How bad?
Maybe let's just talk about what we currently do, and then we could dive into like how you got started into everything.
What we currently do. So we currently own Prevail Strength Studio.
Yes.
Single studio right now in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Yes.
We have been in this studio for 3 years. We've been in Prevail Business. So I've been standalone Prevail Business by myself, or not, I should say, Prevail as a business has been my only job.
Yes. For 10
solely
years.
for 10 years.
Yep.
Right. And then it's been your sole job for 6 years.
Yes.
2018, spring of 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's when
February.
Something around there that
I quit my full-time job
Yep.
to be in Prevail full-time.
Yep.
So
for 10 plus years so in 2010 I started personal training.
Yes.
2014 launched Prevail.
Which is also when we started dating.
So from 10 to 14 personal trainer,
mm-hmm.
and then 14 till now owned Prevail.
Yes.
And then slowly have been stepping away from roles, evolving roles throughout every few years inside of that. So doing personal training and group training for a long time.
Right. So right now we have Prevail Strength as a business, and we have 8 instructors at Prevail who we meet with and talk to like on a daily basis. And we still help with programming and meet with our GM often and create
we
things
basically
like
do
in the day-to-day.
Everything for the business, everything for the product, everything for the brand beyond floor hours.
Yes, we have no current floor hours, and then we also have online portion of the business as well.
Right, which is predominantly run by you only.
Yeah. But it's still under Prevail.
Yeah, which is predominantly nutrition.
Yes.
Some programming. And you've been doing that since 2020.
Yep.
So we basically run Prevail. You run Prevail Nutrition. Right. So that's what we currently do professionally.
That's what we currently do. And we kind of bumble between things all day. So these topics are very random. Our days are very random. And they have been very random for a long time. So when I say bumble, it's like we're on a call. We're in a meeting. We're trying to make a reel. We're taking video. We're creating something. We're playing with colors. We're painting the gym walls. Like all sorts of stuff.
Right.
So it's pretty random. It's not just like, I don't know. I feel like when we got into it, people would be like, oh, y'all just work out all day. You know?
Right. For a long time, it was hard to work out.
But I do love to work out. But that's what we currently do. And then really wanted to get into this podcast as another way to connect. Connect with people and talk about fitness and adventure and...
Yep. Spread the word of what we do all the time anyways.
Yeah.
Just in another avenue.
Because we are in Prevail all the time, but we personally talk about Prevail and ideas and things that we want to do nonstop with Prevail, like growing Prevail or different like ways of whatever. So we're like, why don't we just get a microphone and drink some wine? And I added the wine in there.
Just added that in like 2 hours ago.
I was like, I'm gonna have some wine tonight while we try to redo this episode 1. That's episode 2, but it's actually now episode 1.
Right.
Anyways, so that's what we do day to day right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna add this to the weekly.
Yeah.
While you're rebuilding a Jeep. And then on the side, he's rebuilding a Jeep. And we already said I'm doing nutrition stuff.
Yeah, I guess that would be technically when someone... We meet people and they're like, what do you do outside of, quote, work? And it's usually something with fitness, or like most likely.
Trying to create a podcast.
Which is around the brand.
It's the same. I actually went to school for photography, so I still do photo shoots randomly. So that's also part of the monthly stuff. And then I try to go out of town as much as possible because I love to travel and experience things and not sitting in the same place, which is why we're going to have to get a standing desk. Because sitting here... You guys, we're almost at 20 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to shut it down?
No, we don't have to shut it down, but does it need to be more introductions? There probably can be separate.
I think we need to do like a separate one, and I could almost interview you,
Interview
and
me?
ask you the questions about things, and then you could interview me.
We definitely have to ask the people.
Ask who?
The internet. I'm going to interview Sean. What questions do you have for him for the podcast?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So really a lot of this communication via people like preemptively watching or wanting ideas to watch it or responding to it should all be kind of funneled through Danny_Prevail.
Yes.
That's like the easiest way on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or if you're already friends with her on Facebook, that would be comment on something.
Yes, I will put question box weekly.
Yeah.
On my stories.
Yeah.
To ask for what would you guys like to hear?
Yeah.
Or us chat about, or to know.
Yeah, I guess if this is on YouTube, then you could comment below.
Or debate. Sean loves to debate, but we're not trying to talk shit on this podcast, okay?
It's gonna happen.
No shit talking. All right, fine, maybe. Only if it's a good debate about dinosaurs. Norway. I'm done.
Okay.
Do you think the introduction needs to be shorter?
No, I think this is perfect. No, it's 21 minutes.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll do separate introductions. We'll do deep dive introductions, like deep dive introductions to what is Prevail, history behind the studio, individual history.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be like mini parts, because opening the first studio that whole year was a whole episode in itself.
Yeah, it depends how boring we are, whether or not people want to listen. You know.
Shit. All right.
Right.
Well, I'll try to bring my A game.
I mean, if we just get a part of that crew, that's the people that are sitting in line that we drive by every day. They got lots of time to listen to us on podcasts. The school people.
He said the school people. Are y'all always stuck in the school lines? We don't have kids, so it's another thing. We have Prevail, which is our child.
Yeah.
But our day-to-day does not involve children.
No.
But we drive through school zones all the time. And those lines
Or wild.
are long.
Props to y'all.
Yeah.
My heart's out to you guys.
Yep.
That seems very annoying. But then it also seems
How can we find a better system?
kind of... I mean, if that might be the person's only lull.
True. Yeah,
that might be
really
the
like
part
it.
of their day where they're like just zoning out.
Yeah.
And they just...
Yeah. Or they
Put the
could be
car in
listening
park
to
and
a
wait.
cool podcast. Okay.
I mean, I personally would be parking across the street and running over there and grabbing them. You know?
What if it's raining?
Then run with a rain jacket on.
See, he's nuts. What if our hair gets wet, though, in the middle of the day?
You have put me in many, many, many positions where I've had to run through rain.
That's because we were out to adventure. We weren't coming back from school in our cute shoes.
Cute shoes?
Yeah, school shoes. Just back to school shopping just happened.
I don't know.
Adventures will probably be my favorite thing to talk about because we've had some wild travel experiences. And when I say travel, I mean travel and trail.
Yes. Yes.
But it's really fun.
Yes.
And really cool.
Pretty
and it's
wild
hard.
stuff.
It's hard to share all of that with like a very small Instagram post or like a Facebook post to like really get it all out.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll get distracted. Like I've done like a part 1 of something and then I
so
never
hard.
post a part 2. So
super difficult.
Maybe
And we could
just-
spend an entire hour just talking about my birthday weekend.
dude, his birthday weekend was nuts.
Nuts.
It was kind of my fault, but okay.
It's okay.
It's okay that you jacked up my birthday trip.
You didn't jack it up.
I didn't jack it up. No, but I did plan it a little chaotic.
Nah. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So the podcast, we'll wrap it up. That's the introduction to the Prevailations podcast. Kind of introduction to us. We can deep dive later on about that stuff.
Okay, now say it again and try the Rocky Road.
Rocky Road? Do you know the movie?
No.
Well, you laugh
But
so
the way
fast.
You said it.
That's the why, because from
it
the
reminds
movie.
me of
Cinnamon.
Okay, now say with the Rocky.
Rocky Road, peaks, pints, points, peeps. What? Peaks, peaks.
It's pumps,
Peaks,
peaks
peeps,
and
jeeps, Pints.
The Rocky Road.
Pints, Pinots. Oh, they rhymed, not alliteration.
Yeah, so that was like the, whatever it's called, the subtitle.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Okay.
Prevailations.
And now I need an outro.
Sharonigans.
That's
a good one too. Okay. All right. That's the top 3. Now I'm going to do a poll. And we'll have to get the poll answered before I get this uploaded. Which I don't know where I'm uploading it to, so we have time.
The internet. The cloud is out there.
The cloud. Okay.
Okay, so once you do watch this, your job is to go to Danny_Prevail on Instagram.
Yes.
And be like, guys, so stoked. Listen to almost all of episode 1. That's actually episode 2. That's actually episode 1.
Yes.
And I look forward to listening to it in the future. I would love for you to talk about blank.
Yes.
Or I
have a question about blank.
Yeah, or just say, I'm never going to listen to that podcast. Not because it's us, just because you won't. But then how would they know that we're here right now?
Just because you don't.
They would have already been here. You know what I'm saying? Because I just cued them to go. So they made it to the end. So if you made it to the end, good job. High five to you.
Okay.
And tell Danny everything that you think.
Yes.
And we will write it down. You need a board.
Unless it's not very nice.
Put a board back here with things to talk about, and we just cross it off.
Okay,
things to talk about in the future.
I like that.
Bobsleds.
Yeah, because I'll end up just talking about sequin ghost pillows. It was $30.
$30
yeah.
for a seasonal sequence pillow?
I wanted it really bad. Aaron was like, mm.
Wow.
And I said, look how cute he is. He looks so happy. He's sparkly. I didn't get him, but I'm going to think about him for days.
Man. Yeah, it makes sense to spend $30 on a pillow.
Yes.
Like an annual
sequin.
pillow. Not a seasonal pillow.
He'll last for years because he's only going to be used 30 days out of the year.
30 days.
31. October 1 to October 31st.
So the 31st, that's it's Halloween day. You're taking the pillow away.
November 1.
November 1, day after.
Halloween shit. Gotta go.
So October 1, November 1, 32 days.
Yep.
That's $1 a day.
That's pretty cheap.
What?
That's pretty cheap. Can't get coffee for that.
For $1?
Can you?
Mm.
I like the cold brew. So it's like $4.50 for a medium, which who knows what that's called at Starbucks.
Do you notice that when we were at Aspen there, they had a different name for medium?
What do they
And
say?
Stella has a different name for medium? Why y'all getting too fancy with your mediums? Everyone just says medium.
Just give me the middle one.
The middle one.
The middle one.
Why you gotta get
I'm
all
gonna start
cute with your
saying the
names?
middle one. I'll start
Give me the
saying
middle one.
Because when I say medium, they always correct me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know.
They could spend so much less time correcting.
The middle one.
Just.
We got a small one, a middle one, and a big one. Do you want the biggest, the mediumest, or the smallest? All right, we're shutting it down.
You need an outro. What are you gonna say?
I don't know.
Like an out.
Thanks for listening to the Rocky Road podcast episode 1.
Very.
Prevailation.
It's very, very like radio
Did I
DJ.
sound radio-ish? I was trying. Listen to one this morning. Like, we gotta get some lights back here.
No.
Okay, I don't know. Is it Prevailation?
Prevailations. Say revelation.
Revelation.
Prevailation.
Prevailation. Prevailation. It's pretty cute.
Great.
Or Sharon again.
Nah.
What?
Nah, I don't know.
In the Rocky Road.
Rocky was cute, but it's only cute to us. We'd have to explain the story every time.
Every time. Okay. So that's still going. All right, we're done.
We're done. So there you go, guys. Back to go to Danny's Corner to Prevail and say what's up.
Whoop, whoop.
We're out of here.
Okay, bye.
This is the unofficial official outro. Hey, what's that one thing we used to do in those videos? Remember we used to make videos all the time for YouTube? It was the heart piece kettlebell rock and roll chug.
Drink time. Kettlebell time.
It was like the peace love rock and roll, but it was kind of like but it wasn't peace love
Kettlebell.
rock and roll. It was like
Yeah.
love rock and roll strength and pineapples or something. I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember.
We'll think of some cute little thing, some outro. And the video stopped recording, so that is the time for us to say...
See ya.
See ya.